It took one man 9 months and 250 times the price to build something you can buy for $20. A toaster. In 2009, a design student named Thomas Thwaites tried to build one completely from scratch, mining his own copper, iron, nickel, and mica. 9 months later, what he built barely turned on before the plastic started melting, and he had the entire internet running the whole time. Now scale that up. Imagine every human being on Earth turns to stone in the exact same instant. No warning, no last words, just stone, mid-sentence, mid-step. Not for a night, not for a year, for 10,000 years. When the first person finally wakes up, the sun still rises and the rivers still run, but nothing humanity built survived that long. Steel has rusted into orange dust. Concrete has cracked apart and been swallowed by roots. Every book, every hard drive, every scrap of how this works is gone. You are standing in the ruins of everything humanity ever made, and none of it can help you.
You're thirsty. There's a river nearby. You know technically that drinking dirty water can kill you, so you think, I'll boil it. Except every container within reach has rusted through or rotted into the ground long ago. There's nothing left to boil it in. Night falls, and it's cold. You understand that fire exists, but understanding that fire exists and actually creating one from nothing, no matches, no lighter, no memory of the exact motion required, are two completely different things. You find something growing nearby that might be food, or might be poison. You genuinely don't know which, because you were never the one who had to know that. Someone else, somewhere, always already knew. This is the moment it becomes uncomfortably clear. Civilization was never really the buildings or the tools. It was the answers, held inside billions of separate skulls. Right now, that number is 1. You.
In September 1704, a Scottish sailor named Alexander Selkirk got into a furious argument with his ship's captain. Selkirk believed their ship was so unsafe that he'd rather be stranded than spend another day aboard. So the captain granted his wish. Selkirk was left alone on an uninhabited island off the coast of Chile with only a knife, a hatchet, a musket, a cooking pot, and a Bible. He wasn't starting from true zero. He still had tools, he still had survival knowledge. And even then, it took him years. At first, he was overwhelmed by hunger and isolation. Slowly, he learned to hunt wild goats, build shelter, and survive on his own. 4 years and 4 months later, when an English ship finally returned, Selkirk had built something close to a one-man civilization. One capable adult, with real tools and real survival knowledge, needed 4 years. Now imagine 8 billion people, starting from true zero. Humanity's real answer wasn't better memory, it was writing. For the first time, knowledge could live outside a single mind, on clay, then papyrus, then paper. A solved problem no longer had to die with the person who solved it. It should have solved the problem forever. It didn't. When the Library of Alexandria burned, humanity didn't just lose books. It lost answers. Answers that had to be discovered all over again. You'd think rebuilding would be easier the second time. After all, we already know cars, vaccines, and satellites are possible. But knowing something is possible isn't the same as having what you need to build it. The first industrial revolution ran on coal and oil sitting near the surface. Easy to reach, easy to use. Most of it is gone now, or buried too deep. Researchers studying this have reached an uncomfortable conclusion. A second civilization might face a harder road to industrialization than the first, because Earth's easiest fuel was a one-time gift, already spent. If rebuilding civilization is so difficult, how did we build it the first time? Not because our ancestors were smarter, they weren't. Not because they were stronger, they weren't. Civilization wasn't built by one brilliant person. It was built by millions of ordinary people, asking one simple question. Why? Every answer became the next person's starting point. For thousands of years, that's how we built everything. So maybe the real question was never, could civilization start again? Maybe it's this. Would we keep asking questions, even after losing all the answers?